Good afternoon, students. So today I have come with another new topic of your syllabus, that is pronoun. As we all of us know, there are so many types. There are eight types of parts of speech. So among them, one of the parts of speech is pronoun. Then basically, what is pronoun? Hope you are doing well. In the last class, we had a grammar session on report writing. So today we will go with the pronoun. So the first question that comes to our mind is, what is pronoun? Pronoun is a word that is used in place of a noun, any noun. When it is replaced with another word, it is called pronoun. For example, and why pronoun is used? Pronoun is used to avoid often a repetition of the same sound. So, for example, if I take Sachin is a good boy. So, if I keep repeating Sachin, Sachin is a good boy, Sachin comes regularly, Sachin is obedient, Sachin is the first son of his father. So, eldest son of his father. If like this, if I keep repeating Sachin, 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 so it creates a jittery. So, to avoid this repetition, we use pronoun. Here, he is used. He. So there are types of pronoun that we will deal it with later. But keep in mind that pronoun is a word used in place of a noun to avoid often repetition of a same sound. Right? To avoid the repetition of a proper noun in place of in place of noun. When we use a word, it is called a pronoun. Right? So how many types of pronouns are there? There are 11 types of pronouns in English. These types of pronouns examples are not necessary for all of us for the point of examination, but for the sake of knowledge, we can keep in mind. Yeah, there are 11 types of pronouns in English. One is personal pronoun, second one is reciprocal pronoun, third one is distributive pronoun, the next reflexive pronoun, empathetic pronoun, then next relative pronoun, right? A relative compound pronoun is there, possessive pronoun is there, right? So demonstrative pronouns, empathetic pronoun, indefinite, interrogative, right? All these are the 11 types of pronouns in English. Apart from that, there are three person, first person, second person, third person pronouns are also there. He, she, it. I, she, I, we, he, she, it. First person, I, we. Right? First person, I, first person, I and we. Second person, you. Third person, he, she, it. Right? So there are three types of it. In basically personal pronoun, we have three types. That is first person, I and we. Right? And second person, you. Third person, he, she, it. But in case of possessive, it gets changes. My, mine, all right, yours, his, her, its, like that it gets changed. These are all secondary for us from the point of examination. From the point of examination, here we need to identify. So that is very very simple, and this question is for 4 mark in examination. See, if you know the simple trick, then think that 4 marks are there in your pocket in the exam. Very very simple, right? Very simple, right? Nothing you need to mug up, nothing you need to practice. Keep in mind all the certain blah blah certain things, but only thing is that you should know which pronoun is related to whom. Identification of a pronoun, right? What do the underlying words in the following extract refers to? Who to whom this pronoun refer to, that you need to identify. Very simple, right? Straightforward. And when you come back, there's very good news that by coming January 1, the colleges are going to reopen. So it's a very good decision by the government. We must welcome this, right? When you come here in first, then we will deal with all the rest of the grammar parts in detail because it's online. So it will be like one way, but still, anyhow, from the point of examination, when we see all this, it's very clear that this is very easy topic to be dealt or to be taught or to be learned, right? So what we have all this, right? Personal pronoun, possessive pronoun, relative pronoun, empathetic pronoun. So all the pronouns are there. They we can go in detail study with all the pronouns in our later classes when you come here, right, in presence, right? Now you see this extract is a very meaningful extract. It has a very good message, and there we need to identify the pronouns used in this paragraph, right? A short, small paragraph. Just I read it once, twice. Try to understand this. The earthquake had destroyed the school building. The father started searching for his son, right? Obviously, when the school building collapsed, first let me read. The parents of the other children stood there shocked to see him digging through the debris. They pleaded him to go home, but he continued frantically till he heard his son's voice calling out to him. He told him that there were other children also stuck there in the rubble. Right? So here, this paragraph is only for a 5 line paragraph is the very small. Right? Let me read it once again. The earthquake had destroyed the school building. The unfortunate incident took place. The earthquake collapsed the building and it fell down, right, completely. The father started searching, and parents have come to the school in search of their children. Among them, one father was searching his son, right, where his son might be under the debris, under the collapse that is a huge building. The parents of other children stood there shocked to see him digging through the debris. The other parents were also there. They just saw him digging the debris. Right? They were all waiting that he will recover from his shock, the trauma what he got. So they were shocked to see him digging through the debris. They pleaded him. Pleaded means requested, asked. They pleaded him to go home, but he continued frantically, madly, mad. So with the method of madness, he started to dig, and they all requested him. It's very tough to find the children alive. So you better please leave the place. All right. Frantically, till he heard his son's voice calling out to him. He continuously kept on digging, right? And he started to clear the debris until he continued his efforts till he heard his son's voice calling out to him. Till he heard that his son is calling. Then till then he kept on digging and digging and digging, and at last he found his son, right? And he heard the voice of his son. He told him that there were other children also struck there in the rubble. He told, who we will find it, who told that the son told the father that there were other children are also there stuck in the rubble. So you just go and remove the children. Now you come to the point of answering. So which are the underlined? The question will be like this. Uh, Try to identify the underlined words referred to, right? For example, his is underlined pronoun. They, the next, he, and next there. Now read the line and keep, dear students, keep in mind while answering this question, you should read the earlier line before this carefully, right? The earthquake had destroyed the school building. The father started searching for his. So his refers to whom? So here his refers to father. His refers to father. Right? Next, the parents of other children stood there shocked to see him digging through the debris. The other children parents were also there. They were shocked to see him digging through the debris. They pleaded, the they here, which is the plural pronoun here, the they noun, so that they is used. So the pronoun noun, the plural is parents. So the plural noun is parents. So this they is referred to parents. So they means parents. Next, he pleaded. They pleaded him to go home, but he continued frantically till he heard his son's voice calling out to him. Here, he is also used for father, right? Calling. He told him his sons. His is father. He is father. Son's voice to calling out to him. He told him. He told him. Son told father. Son told father. So here he refers to son. Son told to father, he told to him that there were other children also struck there. There means where, demonstrative pronoun. There. So there means where. There means in the debris here. Debris. There means debris. Right? So you have to find it out like this, identifying. Apart from these four pronouns, there are other pronouns are also there in the paragraph, but we should be very clear to which they referred to and what the question is all about. Okay, now look at this very carefully. His refers to father, and they refers to parents, and he referred to son, there refers to doubles, right? So like that, one small extract will be given to you, and you all will be asked to find out the pronoun whom they referred to. The question will be, what do the underlined words in the following extract refer to? That will be the question. To whom they are referring, you have to find it out. They will not ask the types of pronouns, they will not ask the definitions, nothing will be there. Only you need to identify them. We will go pronouns in detail when we go to direct and indirect. There we are supposed to read pronoun, then we are supposed to go to direct and indirect. But here, only for the sake of examination, you keep in mind that these are just referring one. So you need to pick it out, the right one. Right. So now we will see one more example. But before that, let me wipe out the board, and then we will see the another example. Many of the D section students are not attending the exams. We are requesting again and again, please do attend monthly, weekly, Monday CET exams. You are not attending, you are not be serious with that, please do. Right, so we have completed all the chapters, right? Only grammar portion is little is remained, but once again when you come back we will go through it thoroughly, right? It's little blur, so let me clear it very clean. See this example, very interesting example. Lucia's parents Lucia's parents did not approve of her marriage to a telegraph operator, and her son Gabriel, the oldest of 12 children, 12 children, was sent to live with his maternal grandparents. Maternal grandparents. Marcus later said that his love of storytelling came from his grandparents after the riots. He went to the university in Cartagena, where he took up journalism to support himself. So look at the pronoun that are underlined in this paragraph. One is her, the second one is his, the next is where, and third one is himself. Very small paragraph, right? So listen here. Lucia's parents did not approve to her marriage to a telegraph operator, and her son Gabriel Gabriel, the oldest of the 12 children, was sent to live with his maternal grandparents. Marcus later said that his love of storytelling came from his grandparents. After the riots, he went to the university in Catagona, where he took up journalism to support himself. So look at this paragraph. So here, Lucia's parents did not approve of her marriage to a telegraph operator. So her refers to whom? Her refers to Lucia, right? Her refers to Lucia, right? Son Gabriel, the oldest of 12 children, was sent to live with his maternal grandparents. Marcus later said that his his here refers to Marcus. His refers to Marcus. Later, that his love of storytelling came from his grandparents. After the riots, he went to the university in Cartagena, where where refers to Cartagena, Cart, Cartagena, right? So where refers to Cartagena. He took up journalism to support himself. Here, himself referred to whom? After the riots, right? Here, himself refers to again Marcus. Got the idea? So this is how you are supposed to identify the pronouns in a given paragraph, right? So there will be like Mr. Modi is addressing to the nation. He, here he refers to whom? Here he refers to, right? He refers to Mr. Modi, right? So here I have attended the class. It was good. It means here it refers to the class. So referring to one thing is a pronoun. Here in this paragraph, in this extract, in this small extract, you have to find it out to whom this underlined word referred to. They will not directly ask you to identify the pronoun underlined referred to, just underlined words referred to. So you have to identify four verbs pronouns will be there. four underlined words will be there. You need to find out to whom they are referring. So pronouns, this is what the simple topic is for 4 marks in your exam question paper, right? Got the idea? So this is what all pronoun, right? So there are 8 types of parts of speech. Among them, pronoun is one. So pronoun is a word. It is used in place of a noun to avoid often a repetition of a similar sound or same sound. So there are 11 types of pronouns. Personal pronoun, personal, reflexive, right? Empathetic, yeah, demonstrative, interrogative, relative, compound pronoun, reciprocal pronoun, right? So all these various types of pronouns are there, but they are not required for the point of examination. But for our sake of knowledge, we can keep them. And in your schooling, you have already come across what is pronoun, what are the types of pronouns, how they get changed. But you should keep in mind at least the three personal pronouns. There are 3 types of personal pronoun. First one, first person; second person, and third person. First person, objective case, subjective case, and possessive case. How the case will be differed: subjective case I, objective case me, mine, and mine, right? So objective and subjective you have to keep, and possessive I changes to my, right? Mine in the subjective, objective case, subjective, possessive, and objective. You should keep all this, right? First person singular and plural, second person singular and plural, second person singular and plural have both you only, and third person singular and plural he, she, it, and plural is they. So this is how pronouns have been classified in various categories. And this is the simple. You have to identify which pronoun is it belonged to, right? So in the next class, what we are going to study, we are going to see direct and indirect, right? What is direct and what is indirect? So you have come across what do you mean by direct and what do you mean by indirect, right? So in the next class we will see what is direct and indirect, what is direct and what is indirect speech, and how it can be reported, right? There are around some rules are there, so we have to practice them. It is very tough, and we should be thorough with that, right? Direct and indirect. So mentally prepare for the next topic is direct and indirect. What do you mean by direct speech? What do you mean by indirect speech? How that changes? What are the things you are supposed to learn in narrating direct and indirect, or in narrating reported speech? When you report the conversation, when you narrate it, you know, right, third person point of view, what the things you are supposed to keep in mind, right? So this is pronoun, and next class we are going to deal with direct and indirect. Almost all the chapters have been completed. One is remained, that is Romeo and Juliet. So I am waiting your in presence in the class. So I think by the next month, first onwards, we are going to start the class, right? So till then, take care and practice some more examples. Pick out from your question papers, take one or two examples and practice them, right? See you.